Hey everyone, this is MC. Here we have another video for you. In this video, uh, I'll be showing you how to do a regular kid's haircut. Uh, we're gonna start removing the bulk. We're not quite sure exactly right now at this time how short this gentleman wants his hair. So we'll take steps, go from long to short. This haircut, this gentleman is actually uh, first time in my shop, so they are not sure how short they want, and when they are not sure how short they want, I usually like to take precautions and start with longer number and then walk myself down with shorter guards, and once they think that's a desired length, we just stay at that. So it's just a different way to do the haircutting. So here I do even ask them if that's what they like. If they don't think that's short enough, we'll simply switch to a shorter number. So we are here switching to 4 and seeing if that's what they like. So I decided to include all these steps for you so you can see how I approach when my client is not sure how short he wants to go, just to be on the safe side. You can always cut more, but you cannot add the hair once you cut it. So they want it definitely shorter, so here we go. We decided to go with 1.5. I could have skipped all that, but I just wanted to show you that sometimes in the consultation, if the client is not sure, it's always better to be sure than sorry. And that being said, here I'm using 1.5, and then I am removing the bulk. And once I remove the bulk, I can go for my hairstyle. While I'm here removing the bulk, I like to say that MC Barber Academy is coming alive soon. We are hoping by April or May that the academy will be ready. It will be in Connecticut, in Middletown, Connecticut. And honestly, our goal is to make sure that in our academy people learn the true art of barbering and men's hairstyling. I'm definitely not a person who sells the smoke. I sell the real techniques. I travel around the world learning the real techniques as well teaching. I just spent 5 days in Chicago training with a world champion from Italy. That was great experience, and we learned a lot. Since I'm an American team for the world competition, uh, we were fortunate to be able to bring one of the best coaches in the world, Mr. Pier Filippo from Italy, to train us for 5 days. It was such a great experience. The reason I'm doing all these competitions and trainings is because I want to transfer that knowledge to my students. Here I'm still working on 1.5, removing the bulk and creating the foundation for my haircut. I also keep in mind here that I want to create the form of the haircut itself. So I want to create a square shape, and it's very important when you work on the haircuts that you consider the shape of the head, the texture of the hair, and the desired style, all of them together. That way you can create the best look for your client. As well as for my workshop that I have set up for this year. It's in May 20th. There is only 5 spots left. It's going to be only 8 students. So make sure don't wait until the last days. Reserve your spot. It will be 8 hours of hands-on class. You can register through mcbarber.com. We'll be working on the razor work, scissor work, clipper work, and hairstyling, blow drying and hairstyling. Usually it's 4 categories in my system, and at the workshops we usually do 2 hours of each. So it really is a great workshop, a lot of different techniques, a lot of details. So if you really are down for learning, don't miss this workshop. Usually it sells out. This will be my third workshop, uh, third year on the road. So from the experience of the last two, they sold out and they were extremely good. So now that they want to keep 1.5, I'm just gonna do 1.5 around the ears, clean up the hairline. I always like to get that the hairline slightly closer. It just makes the haircut last a little bit longer, and it looks a lot more neat. Whenever you have a new client, I always like to, or whenever I have a new client, I always like to ask them if they like the shape up, how they like their sideburns. Some clients don't like the shape ups and like these hairlines cleaned up. They just like to keep them natural. So you always have to ask and make sure that, you know, our goals is really to provide the best service for our clients. Sometimes we get carried away and we just do what we think is the best. I always tell the story of my son, who was about 4 or 5 years old, and he came to a haircut in my shop, and he said to me that he wants his haircut, and he was pointing up in the direction of a faux hawk. He didn't know how the haircut was called, so he was like, I want it like this. So I understood that he wants a faux hawk, but I wasn't planning to give him a faux hawk. I just wanted to shave his head down to like 3 on the top and 1 on the side. So I turn him around away from the mirror so he doesn't see what I'm doing. And I cut pretty much his long hair on the top down to 3, cut the sides 1, cleaned up. I just gave him a nice short kid's haircut for his summer. And then I turned him around, and when he saw, he goes like, "No, this is not what I want." I said, "Well, that's what I thought you said." He says, "No, no, this is not what I want." And it was so funny. It was like my barbershop was full of people, and he goes like, "You are the worst barber ever. I think you bought all those trophies. This is not what I want." To be honest, it kind of taught me a lesson. It doesn't matter how good of a haircut you give. If that's what the client doesn't want, it doesn't really matter how good it is. So a consultation is very important. You have to make sure that you provide a service they want, not what you think is good. So it was definitely a good lesson that I was taught by my, 4-year-old son. Alright, so to connect the sides here with the top, I'm going to do some razor over comb. I love using the straight edge razor. I use razor at least 25% of my work every day is a razor. So since we do most of the haircuts these days are almost fades, so 50% of my work will be probably clipper work, and then the rest of it will be split between scissors and razor. I really use the razor as much as I use scissors, so I would say 25-25. Once you learn how to properly use razor, honestly that becomes a tool that you simply cannot work with. As you can see there how you can blend or sculpt the haircut and remove the bulk and weight and also blend. I mean, it's a really amazing tool. It definitely creates also nice texture, and it's really something that if you are not using, you should consider using. We used to have these razors, but we don't have them anymore. This was a special edition by Tondeo. They told me they are coming with razors in March, so definitely keep in contact and we'll see. I probably will have some type of a razor available on my website for you, something that I would think that is good for the techniques that I use. mcbarber.com is my website, and if you also like to register for our school or for our workshop, you can do so on our website. Well, the school, actually the page is not ready yet. Our website is being worked on and it's almost ready. So, but for the workshops itself, you can definitely register at mcbarber.com and just go to the workshop page. So making these videos actually takes a lot of time. That's why I haven't been really as active as I was before. I'm really too busy with the competitions, work, and life itself. Uh, but in the future, I really hope that I'll get back to videos and workshops online, webinars, and so on and so forth. So please follow me for all that. If you like my work, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me, and it keeps me motivated. As how should I say, as someone who really is very passionate about his art, when he sees that people appreciate what he does, it definitely motivates him to do more. So by you guys subscribing and putting a thumbs up, it definitely shows that you appreciate my work, and it motivates me to do more. So think about it. Thanks a lot. Here now we're gonna trim the top, but we're not gonna just trim the top. We're also gonna create a texture. So when he's especially when you have a straight hair like this, if it's long like this, it doesn't keep volume because it just weighs itself down. By cutting it with a razor like this, you create texture inside of the hair. So it definitely, you don't only remove the length, but you also create the texture and support for that volume, and it will hold the style a lot longer. Kids sometimes can be funny when you do razor work on them. When you do a razor, it definitely has its own feeling. So sometimes kids act as if it's very dramatic, as you can see in this young gentleman. But actually, this doesn't hurt whatsoever. Uh, but it just has a different texture, a different feel. Some people like it. Some people actually don't like the razor feeling. I actually, when I get my haircut with a razor, and I enjoy the razor cuts. Now just to check the top, I mean, you don't really cut into the razor cut. You just, if you see some long hair sticking out, you can remove them. But in general, you don't cut your razor cut. Alright guys, here we are coming towards the end of the video. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. mcbarber.com is my website. The MC Barber is my Instagram. THEMCBarber.com. I mean, at the MC Barber. IG THEMC Barber. The MC Barber. My Facebook is MC Barber. Thanks for watching. Please hit a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. And until next time, take care of yourself. You have here some pictures before and after. Enjoy the rest of the haircut. Until next time, take care of yourself, work hard, and be positive.